back with more news from the Dynamic Billard Austrian Open Euro Tour tournament. From St. Johann in Austria, the Alpina Wellness Hotel is our venue. We had the losers round going on, and guess what? We really had some surprises here. And probably the biggest surprise is that the BCA Hall of Famer and the winner of the last Euro Tour, Carreño, Ralf Souquet, he's out after 2 straight matches. In the losers round 1, he lost to Andreas Kukiadakis, completely unheralded. He was already 8-4. He was on the hill, leading 8-4. And then we don't know what happened. We couldn't find Ralf yet. But he lost 9-8 and he's out of the tournament. So that's probably the most famous casualty of today. Other casualties from the first losers round were Konrad Jusichin from Poland. He lost to his fellow countryman Konrad Pierkarski with 9-8. Thomas Knittel from Austria managed to win over Jakob Belka from Germany with 9-5. Serge Das, who really had a tough loss in his first round, he lost 9-8 there. This time he won 9-8 over Michel Bartol from Croatia. So Serge Das from Belgium, he's still in the tournament and he will continue his quest on the loser's side tomorrow morning. Andrei Zerostan from Russia was not as lucky as Serge Das. He lost to Alan Cuartero from the Philippines with 5-9. And we're coming to the second winners round now, which was played at 8 o'clock tonight. And we had Phil Burford. He also lost completely unheralded to Jacek Walter from Poland with 9-7.
The match was pretty close between Burford and Walter. And Walter was on the hill first. He was leading 8-7 when he had this break shot coming up. He had ball down and he went for the risky shot, the 2-ball, pocketed over one rail. And things look quite promising for him. He pocketed 3, 4 along the rail. But then he had quite a very close shot on the 5-ball and he missed it, as we can see. Phil Burford went for a safety and he came up with a very good safety here. He hit the cue ball behind the 9 and Walter tried to hit the 5-ball at least over one rail, but he didn't. He fouled. He gave ball in hand to Burford with 5 balls left on the table, which normally would think is a very clear matter or clear affair for the young Brit. But he came a bit straight on the 8, and look what he done. He dogged the 8, he left it hanging over the pocket. That was enough for Walter to take the rack and the match with 9-7 over Phil Burford and send him to the loser side.
Maxim Dudanets from Russia seems to be one of the dark horses here at this tournament. He won his second match with Pierfrancesco Garcia with 9-7 and proceeds to the winner's qualification round. Joshua Filler had a heads-up match 8-8 with Huchi Zee, and this is what happened then.
Score was 8-8 between Zee and Filler. Zee was having a big lead, but it came to the hill-hill situation with Zee to break, and he came up with a dry break. Allowed Filler into the table, who had to play a safety shot on the 2-ball, and it turned out to be a pretty good safety. Zee, however, he managed to hit the 2-ball, couldn't pocket it. He was a bit lucky here. He could have scratched almost with a cue ball, but he left a shot for Filler. And now the young German showed some pretty good nerves here. He had some long putts like the 3 now. He had to play good speed to have a shot on the 5, which he achieved. Played good position on the 6. And the left-handed player pocketed the 6. That was not a problem anymore. It seemed like there was no problem, but look what he's doing now. He completely overpaced the position for the 8-ball, and he comes dangerously close to the 9-ball. It leaves him a very, very long and tough shot over the whole table. But cold as ice, he fires it in dead center pocket to win the match over former world 10-ball champion Huchi Zee with 9-8.
So Filler continues on the winner's side and he sends the world 10-ball champion Huchize to the loser's side. Daryl Peach, former world 9-ball champion, had an easy prey. He defeated Mark Bijsterbosch from the Netherlands with 9-3. That concludes the coverage for today. If you want more action, check in on www.kazoom.com or check out our tournament website www.eurotouronline.eu. Good night from St. Johann Pongau. I see you tomorrow.